All right. All right. Cool. We're back. So technical difficult. All right, we're back. Okay, we're good. Lawnmower outside again. Technical difficulties for whatever reason. My computer started glitching. I think it might have been overheating. Um, so yeah. So let's pull up the charts again. Um, I was talking about my trailing stop. That's just the way that I trade. Um, Again, what I was saying was that if I go ahead, let's wait. Let's wait until the lawnmower leaves because I don't know how much of the lawnmower you guys can hear. But yeah, weirdest thing. I don't know. Guys, I think he did it. I think he finally got the grass by my window after the second or third time. All right, cool. He's far away. Okay, so yeah, technical difficulties for whatever reason. My computer was just bugging out. But let's look real quick. What I was going ahead and saying was I don't want to necessarily put take profit on my trades because I don't. I'm looking for breakouts. I'm looking for trending trades that are going to run right, and I want to capture as much as I possibly can. So I want to go ahead and put those trailing stop losses, and I want to have specific rules on where the trailing stop loss goes. So I can go ahead and capture as much as possible. So if I was going ahead and putting the trailing stop on the 10 EMA, right, then I'm catching this move to here where we calculated 3,300, right, 3,000, 3 grand. Um, so that would have been triple had I put a take profit only shooting for 1,000. But again, what I am saying is that the $1,000 profit for a trade for one trade for 4 minutes or for however long it is or for, whatever your position size is, right? $1,000, that's a crazy day. That is a crazy day. That is half of the paycheck that I make for a month. More than half of the paycheck that I make for a month. So that's literally 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks of money right there in 4 minutes. So again, we are trading on a demo account. I'm gonna make sure that I get this changed. So instead of the 18,000, I'm gonna make sure that I get it changed to the 4,500 plus the profit that we've done this weekend. This week, which is that almost $900, which is gonna be that $800, right? So that's been the whole week. So for these last 4 days, that $893. And that's already calculated with the commissions that would be taken out and calculated with the losses that we took. But obviously, we're green for this week at 893, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, I just want to go ahead and say that stop loss thing real quick. That's why I don't do it. Again, preference, right? You could go ahead and see here too. When we created this downtrend line. Same thing, it breaks. If we would have taken this trade, had our stop loss at 400 for 3 contracts, let's actually do the math on that. So if we do 400 divided by 3, nope, I'm lying to you. 400 divided by 60, 6.7. No, 6.5. We'll call it 6.5. So we enter here at the break of this trend line, and then we're going to go, that was 32 was what I said. So we enter at 32, and our stop loss is going to be 6.5 away from that. So that'll be 25.5. 25.5. Am I that smart? I'm like that, guys. That's right. So that would be our initial stop loss of 400 because we got our 3 cons. Boom, breaks. It starts to move. We get off of the 10 EMA. bring it here, right? So now we're already 3 points above, 3 points. So that'll be $180 that our trailing stop is at. So we've already locked in $180 with our trailing stop. We trail some more. This candle, let me go ahead and put a line here. All right, so we got 132 is our entrance for that break. So now we're at 137. We'll just keep going. Boom, 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 boom. Right here we are at this level on this candle, the 1004 candle. 57. We're up at 157. So let's just go to where it hits. So it would hit right here on dude, this guy with his lawnmower, bro. Jeez. Anyway, so 1008, right? That would be where our trailing stop would hit if we took this trade. And we're looking at 165. So we're gonna go. Apologies. Stuff is falling. 60 times. Nope, I'm lying to you. 132. And I said 165 minus 165. So you got 133 or 33, just about 30, 33, 30 points, right? Do the math again. 165 minus 132. Bingo. 33 times 60 per point. 1,980 right there for that move with the trailing stop. Again, too, arguably, this would have been a good exit up here at this wick because we did come into what would have been our initial trade, right? So we could have used this as a resistance level. So arguably, if we did have our trailing stop right here, and then we get wicked into this level, this would have been a good area to exit too, because we traded low on this level, so we're kind of looking at it from a point of resistance. So that would have been fine as well. But then if it does decide to go higher, right, then obviously you went ahead and you took profit. So you're not going to be able to go ahead and capture the rest of the move if it decides to continue going up, right? So it's just something to be aware about. It's just something to be aware of, right? To be aware about. And yeah, so there was another trade right there, but obviously we were talking a lot. I was going over stuff. Wanted to make sure that I was, giving detail and going ahead and explaining things, explaining my train of thought, and kind of what's been going on. But obviously, if we just look real quick, because I don't just want to keep battling how I have been, but we've got some zones here. I'm not gonna draw them out because tomorrow I'm probably not gonna trade tomorrow. Like, not actually come in and trade, but I do want to go ahead and test that. So if I do stream, we'll just be hopping onto the micros. These trade at $1.25 per point. Specifically for NQ. Each asset trades differently per point, so they each have their own rules. But specifically for NASDAQ 100 micros, it's going to be $1.25 per point. Whereas on the minis, it was $20 per point, right? I will be starting a private trading account, so like with my own private capital, and most likely we're going to be starting on the micros because that's the level that my account will be able to take, right? It's going to be like $1,000, maybe a couple $1,000s, and so I want to compound. I want to make sure that I'm building it slowly, I'm building it correctly, right? So it's better to go ahead and trade on the micros where I can have, comfortability and headspace rather than having to worry about losing $600 on a single loss for the day and not have a straight head, not have a straight mind, right? The reason that I can go ahead and trade like this on this account is on this mock demo account. Obviously, it's a demo account, but it's going to go ahead and be 150K trading account, right? I have $4,500 of drawdown, and on top of that, it's not my money. It's not my $150. It's not my 4.5K, right? So, yes, when I go ahead and earn it, that's my account, and that account can make me money. But obviously, there's a lot of upfront work that you have to do to be able to gain that funding, right? And then again, your drawdown, that's basically what you're getting. You're getting that 4.5K for this account, for this prop firm specifically, and that's the money that I'll be trading. Um, so yeah, so like obviously I can go ahead and I can do it here, and I can trade in this way and feel comfortable trading like this with a prop firm account. But with my own private capital, I know that if I lose $600, we're gonna be a bit more emotional, and we're gonna be questioning it because I'm putting my own funding up, I'm putting my own money up, so I want to make sure that I'm making the right decisions and that I'm building my account safely and correctly to the account size, right? And I want to be able to trade comfortably and to trade calmly and not feel anxious about what I'm doing, right, and how I'm performing. You can go ahead and see here too how there's this bounce, kind of a bounce. Bit of an uptrend actually. If I wanted to draw this out, I'm willing to. When we hop on tomorrow, we'll look at the normal chart and we'll probably watch it. But if we do take any trades, like I said, I will be taking trades on the micro account. Um, just because I don't want to affect this number too much, I can go ahead and change the number whenever I want. So even if we do take something on the micro and it goes for like 100 or like 200, then I'll go ahead and change the number back to the 893 and 44 cents for profit. But I don't want to change the number too dramatically, and I just want to like test a couple things, if anything, right? So not really trading, not really looking to catch a move that goes 1,000 or catch a move that goes a couple grand, right? And I don't want to be testing anything on here because I don't want to see losses, right? Like you want to go ahead and you want to create create what's it called? Create an image, create this like visual of you being profitable, right? So I don't want to be trying to practice things and then all of a sudden I'm losing thousands of dollars because I'm just clicking buttons to go ahead and play around with my chart and to do stuff, right? Again, like when you're starting out, that's not a big deal. But right now I'm trying to portray and I'm trying to go ahead and put my mindset at a point of okay, we're profiting, okay, we're making money. Look at this, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it, right? Because it is a demo account, but it's doable. Like this is real price action. This was a trade that I executed, right? So once you go ahead and you have that prop firm, once you have that capital and you take these trades, even if I went ahead and I took a mini, a micro, we're going from 185 to 167, 185 to 167. 18. Is that really what that is? Crazy. 18. So 18. So that would have been like 180-ish bucks if we were doing micros times. So that would have been $3.75 per point if we're doing 3 cons for the micro account. And then times the 18-point move. Okay. My math was off in my head. 67.5. But, what would our stop loss? Our stop loss would have been like 40 bucks. No, that's not right. Stop loss, 3 cons. I don't know what the stop loss would have been. Either way, $67 on on $1.25 per point, or $3.75 per point, right? That's a pretty even. This is a substantial move trading on the micros. So, but like I said, I want to go ahead and make sure that I'm keeping my energy up, that I'm keeping my psychology up, in the means that I know are necessary for myself, right? And I know when I start to see those big numbers, those big losses, it can kind of affect me. I know that when I can see these moves that I missed, or I could see these moves that I should have been in. It can affect me a bit, right? Yeah, to a certain degree, of course. There are certain things that I like. I'm good. Like I can go ahead and just like how today we execute. I had to push myself. I'm gonna be honest. I had to push myself to go ahead and execute this second entry. It took um belief. It took belief and trust in my strategy that we were executing because we were getting an entry signal. And that's what I'm supposed to do. When I get my entry signal for my strategy, I enter a trade, right? Um, but again, obviously there's always room for improvement. Look how we're getting in this level again. See if it breaks it and does a little, uses it as support maybe, or it might keep using it as resistance. It's so cool. It's so cool to just watch this and like feel it out and see how it moves, right? Because there's so many different things that happen and that can occur. Um, I don't know. It's just so amazing. It's really fun. It's just fun. Obviously, overly excited today because we had a good win. I'm not even like dwelling on this $600 loss. What is upsetting me about this trade, about this first one, is that it's 200 over our stop loss. That's the only thing that's upsetting me. But we did execute the trade. It did execute our signal. The only thing upsetting me is the 200 over. Because then this would say 600. Our total P&L would be 600, which would be cool. I would be like yes. But I mean, we took a great trade. We took $1,000 trade right here, and the only reason that we got out was because of that, because of my misunderstanding and my lack of knowledge on the buy orders and putting those buy stop orders as stop losses. I didn't want to have. We would have gotten if it would have hit my trailing, if it would have hit that second one that I put, that I was going to put, then we would have, yes, we would have taken more profit, but there was the possibility of it coming and hitting the other three buy orders, the buy stop orders, which would have put us into a buy trade. And I didn't want to be in a buy trade. I wanted to keep holding the sells. So that's why I went ahead and exited. And that's why we didn't catch more of this move, was because of my misunderstanding and lack of knowledge on how those buy stops were going to be placed, if I was going to drag them and stuff like that. And that's why I'm saying too, it's important to go ahead and demo trade. It's good to come into the market and to feel it out and to experience it in the moment, right? I honestly, like, there was a lot of brain computing that had to happen for me to go ahead and say, wait, if I go ahead and I put this buy stop here, then I have six contract orders that are in effect. And I don't want to have six buy stop contract orders that are in effect because I only have 3 sells, right? So that, just a couple seconds, right, I was able to deduct, like, okay, something's going to be wrong here if I do this. So I need to make a decision. And we went ahead and we decided we were going to get out because we had a decent amount of profit that we were looking at. Look. We went ahead and we broke this high. So we did. We used it as support, and we pushed higher. And then now we're breaking this. And these were these levels. These were these levels I was excited about, saying that if we can get up here and start to break these and use them as support, right? I'm good for today though. We're definitely what's the word? We're high on emotion right now. So we're not going to be jumping into anything because we're a bit giddy. So I know better than to put myself in. I know better than to trade or put myself in a trade or situation when my emotions are kind of over the top. I will say I'm more excited about the fact, like, I'm excited about this, but I'm more excited about the fact that this move was so big, and it was we were there for this move, and there's just room for improvement, right? So we went ahead and we know what we can do here. We know how the stop losses kind of work now. How I can go ahead, trail it on the 10 EMA. How I can go ahead and close it using this. And obviously, this is specific for NinjaTrader. This is why it's important to know what your broker does and how it operates and how the platform operates and how everything kind of works. But like I'm saying, like you're not going to be able to figure these things out. Like, yes, I can go ahead and give you the textbook. I can go ahead and give you the format and the instructions. But until you start clicking these buttons and you're in the live market and you're going at it and you're executing, right? You're not gonna like it's not gonna compute unless you're like super, super or what is that called where you have like photographic memory, right? You're not going to remember where everything is until you start using it. You're not going to know what everything does until you actually click the button and you see what it does, right? At least for me, like I'm hands-on. I I am a visual learner too, but if I'm actually the one that is doing it and I'm in it and I'm executing and I'm trading, then I'm learning, right? Um, I never thought about this, what occurred here with the buy stop orders using it as my stop loss until this very moment when I was gonna put that second one on, when I was gonna put the other buy stop to keep on trailing, right? That was the first time that I thought about that. And I wouldn't have thought about that unless I was executing trades, right? Or unless I had queried. If I came up with that query or that question before, then obviously. But this is why I'm saying that doing the demo trading, experiencing it, actually going ahead and being a part of the market and coming in and and trading, executing, learning, and clicking buttons and learning the platform and learning how it works by actually doing it, it'll just go ahead and it'll speed the learning curve by so much. It's a shortcut really. Demo trading. I mean, this is how I've gotten this far. Honestly, is through demo trading. This is I would rather go ahead and practice these strategies, practice the stuff that I'm learning. Go ahead and make these tweaks on a demo account, right, and not putting up money because like that you're inevitably gonna take losses. You're going to. It's inevitable. Um, Seriously, it's inevitable. You're gonna take losses when you trade. It's a part of trading. So it's just better to go ahead and learn and tweak and practice these strategies on demo accounts instead of putting money out there because it will get taken. That is how this works. If you are not safe, if you are not following a strategy, if the strategy is not profitable, if you are not operating from a place of I don't want to say excellence, but from the right place in your head, from the right place in your mind, then you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna take these losses. You're gonna take these hits if you're not being smart and you don't have a trading plan. You're not being smart with your money. You're not being smart with your account, with the size. You're not being smart with the risk management on the size of the account. Um, so yeah, so obviously there's a lot that goes into it, and that's why I'm saying doing demo trading is just so helpful. Um, and that I recommend. If I'm going to say anything, demo trading is the way to begin. That is the way that you should start. Um, if you want to go ahead and you just want to make sure that you're not putting money up and that you're going to go ahead and learn carefree and worry free of taking substantial loss or getting into trades that you don't even know how the platform works or you don't even know how the asset works and you're putting up money or you're leveraging money which can get you into debt, and now all of a sudden you owe someone money because you didn't understand everything, and again, like, you don't have to be a genius at this stuff, but you need to have a basic understanding of how it works. You need to have a basic understanding of how your platform, your broker works, how the markets work, so that you can go ahead and trade. You can't just come in here and flip. I mean, you can come in here and flip a coin. Do I recommend that? Definitely not. Uh, is that a strategy? Possibly. Is it going to make you money? I have no idea. But like I'm saying, like, you definitely want to understand more. You don't want to just put it up to faith. Uh, and this isn't like playing checkers. Like, it's not a cakewalk. Once you go ahead and you understand it, yes, it becomes easier, it becomes simpler, but that's because you went ahead and you went through all of the education and you went through the time and the effort to go ahead and learn, right, and get that experience. Uh, so yeah, so I think that's important. But honestly, pretty good day. See, we're consolidating a little bit here, but we still have this break of the trend line, right? So if we did trade up, we'd be around break even right now. But I still think it's gonna come up over here. I'll go ahead and circle it so that we can refer to it tomorrow. We'll see. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow because I work tonight and then I picked up a shift for Friday afternoon. So the only time I'll be able to sleep is right when I get off of work. Because I'll go work, shower, sleep, wake up, work. So yeah, so possibly no stream tomorrow. If we do though, it'll most likely be in the afternoon or the nighttime. So yeah, so we'll reference this. We'll reference the trades again. But yeah, I mean, really, like that's it. That's all I got. And I mean, today was a pretty good day. Pretty good way to end the week. For trading this week, up $893, and then for today, up $430. And again, right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we traded with one contract size. Yesterday, today was the day that we traded aggressively. Then we went ahead and we put those 3 cons. We were going to put 4 cons possibly. We went ahead and we created our stop loss calculation. We played around with our trailing stop. We held the trade. I'm proud of myself for holding this trade for 4 minutes, for 4 or 5 minutes, right? And if we didn't have that issue with the buy stops, we possibly could have kept holding. Depending on how we were looking. But I think I was doing very good at not exiting and sitting on my hands until we had that issue with the buy stops. But not necessarily an issue, but the misunderstanding. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, really, I think that's about it. Again, like, it's just a great week. I'm excited to see what comes with next week. Hoping. I'm pretty sure that we should be able to start the challenge for next week. If not, then next week will be another demo week, which I'm not opposed to because we only got 1 day from this week to really trade with like our full force, with our full effort, going with the 3 contract, the 4 contract, right? And this week, like I said, we were kind of getting back into the swing of things. So I don't know if I want to go straight into a challenge right away, but I'll definitely contemplate that today, tomorrow, throughout the weekend. But like I said, like I got other stuff too. So like I got social media, school, and work to do. But I'll definitely be contemplating that and go ahead and come up with that decision before Monday, obviously, so that we can have it all set up for Monday just in case. But yeah, so I'll leave you guys with that again, as I say that the 3rd time. But it was a great week, great video, great trading session, a lot of lessons learned today. I'm excited to go ahead and make the videos for Saturday and Sunday as well, and share more on that, share more on what's going on, and kind of what the plan is and what we're looking forward to. But all right, it's time to go hit legs. We're gonna go hard, just like we did on trading today. We're gonna execute. We're gonna annihilate, and we're gonna make sure that what was the word I used? Aggressive. We're gonna be aggressive. We're gonna get there. We're gonna hit those weights, literally. All right, but I'll let you guys go.